All right, so decided to make a video on how I do tubeless installation successfully using this giant, well, it's called plastic valve cap. Show you a photo of it, and then I'll show you an example of how I make it work. Now, I have friends that have tubeless, and there's a friend that had a tubeless tire that basically failed, and I'm glad he wasn't hurt or anything, but well, upon inspection, I noticed his valve was super loose. He has carbon wheels, so he doesn't screw it on tight or whatever the case is. Actually, he did, but it's not tight because, and I'll show you before I get there, is that fact that these tubeless valves you buy, like Muck or whatever brand you buy, you know, they usually come with this little O-ring deal, and they expect you to sandwich this O-ring, like how you see down here. They expect you to sandwich the O-ring between the rim and this this fastener bolt deal right here. It never works out. As you can see, I even left one here just to have it all smashed up. It never works out. That's one of the main failures to tubeless. And decided to go with the giant only because I was on their website and I saw something, which is something like this. They had the groove, the curve that kind of might fit my wheels in most cases. I didn't know if it was going to work or not. So, of course, as you see here, it's nice and flush. It gives it a nice, stable, flat, like, it's pretty much flat, like balanced installation, clean look. Now, I'm not even sure what the word is called, but it makes it work out pretty good. And I didn't need this rubber O-ring. I just put on just for the heck of it, just because it came with this this tubeless valve. This is the Muck, or I think this is called those are the Muck iridescent tubeless valves. I like the color, so I got it. And I noticed that I was leaking more air, and upon installation of these, I haven't rolled this bike in a while, and it's gotten a little bit of loss of air. It's not as bad as the latex tube, how they lose air, you know? Like if you had latex tubes in here, it would be flat in like 2 days or so. So this actually helped hold the pressure, and I would recommend this for your installation. I know some people might be offended by putting other brands like Giant on their, on their bikes, because mine's like a GT. But I'm totally fine as long as the product works. And plus, some companies don't make any kind of products like that, so that's why I have it on both bikes. And it's flush. There you are. You see that? This side's not as flush, but with the other spacer deal, valve cap, this is probably the more flush look, because the rims are like an isometric whatever kind of wheel, where it curves more towards the non-drive side. And of course the bike's super dirty. Hope to get it clean, but I've been just riding it, and supposed to modify it, but other than that, yeah. So going back to it, get these and you'll save a lot of trouble. It's super cheap, and that's all I can say. If you could find like some kind of knockoff or a different brand, go for it. I just want to make sure everyone share this information so everyone has a good experience with tubeless, because it's the way of the future, I guess.